Hello everyone, welcome back to the last episode of the RockCast, a podcast made by Rockhurst University students for Rockhurst University students and anyone who's interested here in life at Rockhurst. And so we're going to be talking about imposter syndrome as well as a year-end recap of everything that's happened thus far. And then what's next? As you all know, it's May, graduation season, so we're going to be talking about what's next for all of us. But first, let's make sure we introduce our co-hosts.
Hello, my name is Damian Hood. I am a senior finna graduate here on Saturday, and my major would be in psychology and my minor is in leadership development.
My name is Katia. I'm a junior, so 1 year left. It's kind of starting to sink in now. And I'm majoring in biomedical engineering with a minor in medical humanities, and I'm from Arkansas. We're supposed to say that too, right?
Yeah. No, for sure. Hello, everyone. My name is Bri'Yanna Merle. I'm originally from St. Louis, Missouri. I majored in physics of medicine and bioethics, the pre-MBA minor, and I'll be graduating with Damian on Saturday. So I know we're both very excited about that, and we'll be talking about that a little later on today. If you would like to watch this RockCast, make sure you go to youtube.com/RockhurstHawk. And make sure you like, subscribe, and comment, and then also make sure you rate us as well. But without further ado, we're going to jump into our first section on today.
Okay, so like I've mentioned in a few of the other podcasts, I'm originally from Mexico, and then I came to Arkansas and then moved up here. I'm first generation, so yeah, we're talking about like end of the year and stuff, and like I've talked to quite a few of my friends, especially now that people are getting internships and stuff, of like, you know, this feeling of like imposter syndrome that like I don't belong here, I'm not worthy of this, like being like a undocumented Latina, like I definitely feel that sometimes, like not even welcomed in the country, that like what am I doing here at like a private school in the Midwest, you know, like it kind of sinks in sometimes, but you have to have this reminder of like I am worthy of it.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, I don't know. Have you guys like ever felt like this imposter syndrome? I don't know. Everyone's story is like a little different too with it.
I would definitely say so. In the beginning of my time here at Rockhurst, because it was kind of like what am I doing? Like, do I deserve to be here? And while I've done everything else that everyone else has done, whether it's essays or applications or whatever the case may be, to get into Rockhurst, it was just that feeling like, oh my gosh, like, do I belong here? Like, is this my place to be here? And of course, looking back into now, I'm a senior graduating with a physics degree, and it's like, dang, like, I don't know. It's kind of like, I think one of the biggest things that was hard is that I'm not a 4.0 student like I was in high school. So it's sometimes that feeling of like, people expect you to be a student leader, but then have like these amazing grades, and that's not always the case. So I definitely believe like, feeling worthy of my major, not having such high grades, I think has caused a little bit of imposter syndrome. But hey, keep on going. I made Dean's List a few times, so you know. Good. So I just kind of like to tell myself that like I deserve to be here. I deserve the good things that come into my life, and try to like that positive like affirmations and reinforcement within yourself. Yeah.
I can relate to a lot of that. I don't think it's really hit me my first year here at Rockhurst University, transitioning from high school to college, but it really hit me towards the end of sophomore year. It was like, why am I here? Do I really need to be here? And what am I going to get out of it? And that's when I started trying to figure out my priorities while I'm here at Rockhurst University. So I don't think imposter syndrome was a big factor to my life here, and I think that was because like academics, after transitioning to college, academics wasn't like my first priority. Sorry to say that, you know, just had to throw that out there. It really just became my knowledge and participation with the community of Rockhurst and outside of Rockhurst. Mainly within Rockhurst. I was just trying to get a feel for it and try to understand my place here. So, that's where I just like focused. It was like with organizations, and then trying to understand how the administration works and how the university gets through some things in order to benefit those that were within the same organizations as me. So I don't think it was too much of an issue for me because it just became a second priority. It was never something that I like overly focused on or thought about until this semester.
That's a big transition.
I was like, oh, that's so
I was like, oh my goodness.
I got you.
But
No, it wasn't all butterflies and roses and all that. So these last few weeks have been pretty difficult in like, did this really matter? Did these classes matter? Does this major matter? And like, what am I gonna do with it? You know, so because I didn't have a career plan set for it. But thankfully, after talking to about 1, 2, 3, probably up to 5, 7 different professors, faculty members, and administrators, I started figuring out some possible things that I could do after graduating. But we'll get into that later. I don't want. But so that's my 2 cents on my imposter
2
syndrome.
cents? That was about 5 cents.
yeah,
25 cents.
give us a little bit of a quarter.
My bad.
No, that's good. No, I think the transparency and honesty, I think it just makes us more relatable to our audience, just knowing that, like, you know, although we're sitting here at this podcast, we usually talk about, like, great things, but, like, everyone has their own story. And so, you know, I'm glad that you chose this topic to kind of talk about.
Yeah, because, like, I've just had so many friends, like, and I think for a lot of times it hits people after they graduate when they're in, like, these big, like, jobs, like, especially, like, corporations and stuff. And, like, you sit there and you're kind of like, I literally just graduated a few months ago. Like, what am I doing here? And I feel like sometimes, like, as people of color, it especially hits a bit more because it's like, again, like, I what am I doing here? Like, I'm just like this little person compared to all this. But like you were saying, Bri, I think like affirmations like are really important. And like, it's like silly, but sometimes you really gotta like look at yourself in the mirror. Like, I am worthy. I can do this. This is possible. I can take on the day. You know, whatever happens, happens. But like you said, there are like some really bad times, but I feel like there's some really good times. And like, I don't know, this year I feel like I've done a lot in like my semester, like in self-growth and then like for the community. And like, I know both of you guys have done, actually both of you guys got an award, didn't you?
Yeah.
Twinsie.
What were they? I kind of forgot.
Outstanding support for diversity.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Both of you guys got, oh, is it, okay.
Yeah.
It's exciting. So, yeah, like I said earlier, I'm a junior, so I got, 2 more semesters, 1 more year, so I'm kind of okay. It's, like, in the back of my mind, but we got, like, 2 seniors over here. What? Graduation is in, like, what, T-6 days?
Graduating?
No, literally, it's actually coming up very fast.
Yeah, so talk us through that. We're going to have, like, a Met Gala type of looks for them.
Oh,
I do got my outfit set, and I do plan on looking nice,
Let's talk about your outfit for graduation.
I don't want to spit. Well, I could.
This will come out after it, so.
Yeah, exactly.
Spill the tea.
My favorite color is maroon. If you don't know me, you should know by now that, my favorite color is maroon because it's the color of my backpack. It's the color of my old school colors in Poplar Bluff. That's where I'm originally from, but I'm from Kansas City. But anyways, it's a maroon suit, maroon pants. Still deciding on a hat.
Okay.
Because, after my barber, unfortunately, made the mistake of not cutting this much off, but leaving this much on my head. I mean, I'm not ashamed. I just didn't brush it today, so I got to wear my hat. Anyways, that's why I want to wear a hat. And my shoes, I saw some nice shoes at this place. I think it's called K&G's or something like that.
K&G, yeah.
Yeah. They're so nice. They're so nice. They got like spikes coming out the shoes. I don't know if you.
Oh,
Familiar
I know
with
exactly,
those?
Yeah.
like loafers. And
Yeah,
they get,
that's
yes.
Yes, yes.
Ooh, that'll look
Okay.
nice.
I see the vision.
Those are
Yeah.
a bit, I think it's red or maroonish as well. It was the exact same color. And I was
Like
just
monochrome look. I like that.
It was really
I like
nice.
that.
And I was like, yeah, this is the thing I'm really excited for, so I'm gonna get that checked out. I mean, I wasn't really interested in some pictures, but that outfit, I needed maroon. I needed maroon.
Okay.
Oh, and a small bracelet.
Oh,
Okay,
cute.
cool.
All from Express, by the way. Very much discounted.
That's actually nice.
Very much discounted.
I love getting stuff from Express.
It's just so expensive.
It is. That's big girl money, you know, for sure. So it's funny. I'm in my dress late, but it comes in today, you know. So we're gonna see how my dress and my shoes.
Oh my goodness.
So I got two dresses because I know which one I would like. So one is pink and the other one is pastel yellow. I prefer the yellow, but we'll see.
Oh.
And then my shoes, the heels, which that hawk walk.
You better keep them on. You better keep them on.
We gonna have
Stay strong.
I'm gonna have to test. I'm gonna have to break them in, but they're like these strap up ones. And so so I like them. They're both of the dresses are kind of like business like, but more casual. So I'm excited about that. New York and Company, so I got it. That's who's sponsoring me. Not really, but if you want to sponsor me, please, by any means. But yes, so
This good.
Can't
I'm
wait.
excited.
yes.
You could like tape some flip flops
Did you say?
on the gown. You could
On
and
the
then-
inside?
Yeah, and take it like some like blue tape
Mm-hmm.
and put the flip flops there, and then just grab them and
Or
then
you-
hold your heels.
I saw this girl on TikTok. She put like a little mini purse, like on her shoulder,
Oh,
and then put
yeah.
her gown on. And you can't see it. So
And
I
then
might
you
have
could
to
just
do that.
hold the
You
heels
never
because that's
know.
not bad. You'll have flip flops on. Yeah,
That's
just
true.
don't walk barefoot, Bree. Don't
Oh,
walk
I would
barefoot.
never
No.
walk barefoot. Please, with that new pedicure, absolutely not.
That's
Yeah,
how my
no.
mom taught me. She's like, I don't care how bad your feet hurt. You're not taking off your shoes. My mom would not let me go barefoot.
Barefoot is an absolute no. That's not
No.
even an option. Yeah.
You excited for the long ceremony?
How long is it?
So I think they're projecting it to be 2.5 hours.
It's not horrible,
Yeah,
but it's probably gonna be
that's-
closer to 3.
I think somebody said 3.5 as I was
3.5?
walking over here.
No, 3.5 is too long. 3.5 is too long.
That's the suggested
Maybe
thing.
that's including the hawk walk because 3.5
I think so.
hours is a long time.
After, I think like once it would hit 3, I would imagine they would have to break up because like I know for my brother's graduation, they did 2 ceremonies, so like one in the morning and then one a few after because it was way too big to have people sit down for that.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully it does. I don't think it'll be 3.5 hours. I don't think so.
Okay.
But I'll be there sitting with all my friends.
Yeah.
So.
Are you going to like all the celebratory stuff like on Friday beforehand too?
I probably won't because I have so much to do, and that's the same day my family comes in. So
Oh, yeah.
I'll probably be with them all day,
Yeah, that's
getting
valid.
stuff together. But graduation is near.
Yay.
And what's after graduation?
Ooh.
I mean, it's rolling around the corner.
Quite literally.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Bree.
If you plan on giving me like $5,000, you can definitely talk about that in here too.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Anything.
Anyways, after being asked for $5,000 from
Asked?
Bree,
It's crazy.
demanded actually, but
Demand?
I respectfully declined.
You've been in college for 4 years. You don't know what demand means? That was not demand.
I have decided that I'm possibly gonna come back and work here at Rockhurst University, most likely with Letitia Davis. Letitia Davis is in the works of making sure that there's another coordinator position and a GA, grad assistant position as well. So with that, I was like, grad assistant might be really, really interesting, and, you know, because there's a DEI certificate course here as well. So I think I'm gonna come back at Rockhurst University, be a grad assistant, have Rockhurst University pay for that entire DEI certificate working. And then also I was in contact with the track coach as well because I wanted to see if one of my closest friends who graduated from Northwest to see if he could come work here. But within that conversation, I ended up finding out that I can run as well, because I have 4 years of eligibility, considering I haven't ran track or nothing, in college.
Nice.
So,
That's exciting.
it's coming back and working at Rockhurst University with Letitia, get my DEI certificate. I'm going to run track here. Hopefully get recognized enough to then get a scholarship for the following year, and then come back and then take 2 more certificates and just get my MBA, and then just have all that paid for through track and Rockhurst.
Sounds like a solid
I love
plan.
that. Yeah.
Isn't it?
Absolutely.
Okay, see?
You're
I
gonna
knew
be
you
athletic.
would.
You're gonna be doing those box jumps again.
I would literally fall and face plant in front of
I
everyone.
forgot you've seen me do that. in
We used to
the
go to the
weight
gym almost at the
room.
same time.
my
Oh, really?
And he would
goodness.
jump. So I'm like 5'2" on a
He
good
jumps
day.
really far.
He jumps
48.
like he would be jumping those 5'2", so he could like jump and crush my head if he wanted. You know, like the Pixar thing.
Yeah, that little eye.
I am so weak.
I just love jumping.
That's
It's
good.
so
I don't-
fun.
I
Jumps
can't
really
jump.
far. I've seen you jump over something outside, and I'm like, oh, be careful.
Never
He was
mind.
already on the other side. I'm like, he's fine.
Yeah. So I'll be running the 400 or all the sprints as the
my
relays.
God.
400 and then the relays. That's what I
Ooh.
think I would run.
That's good.
But yeah.
That's so
As
nice.
long as you don't do that 800, the 800s.
Look, they've been trying to get me to run the 800 all throughout high school, and then even the coach suggested it after I told him my time from high school. He's like, "You be good at that." I was like, "Mm-mm."
That's
No thanks.
No, that's the worst race you could do.
400 is already bad enough.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But anyways, what you got?
Yeah.
What you got going?
Don't get out
After
of this.
graduation.
Well, after graduation, I'll be moving back to St. Louis for the summer. Going to do some traveling. I'm going on a cruise to Greece,
She's just like,
in Greece. And one of those stops is Turkey. So I'll be gone
crazy.
for about 11 or so days.
They say weeks. I was like,
I know. I was about to say that's. The
I'll be
lot.
like, I never come back.
at that point, no.
No, literally, like,
Learn a new language every day.
Yeah.
oh my goodness. I can't, I definitely want to learn a new language. Anyways, then I'm going to New Orleans for a family reunion. And then on July 27th, I will be packing up my belongings and moving out of St. Louis. Because I never had plans on staying in St. Louis, let alone the Midwest. I've always known that I wanted to leave. And so I'll be moving to Northern Virginia, 25 minutes out from D.C. And I'll be getting my master's in public health with a concentration in health equity and social justice. And so that's a 2-year degree. And I'm also a grad assistant. Yeah! Twins.
That one.
Twinsies.
Are they
So-
doing anything with it?
Yes, they are. And
Good.
I'll be
No
the grad
extra money.
assistant for their student government and student funding board. So
Right up her
I
alley.
know. I was like,
oh.
the lady was like, really? And I was like, yeah,
That's me.
I was like, that's me. And she's like, okay. And I was like, okay. And so I was very nervous because she said that she would email us the results, but I haven't gotten an email. And she asked me if she could talk to me over the phone. And this is over email. And I said, oh, absolutely. You know, I'm able to meet this time. And she said, great, talk to you soon. And she sent a smiley face. And I was like, okay, if it's bad news, she wants to send me a smiley face, right?
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh my God.
Trying to reason through it.
And it was right after my capstone presentation. I'm like, I
Oh,
just don't
that's
need bad
stressful.
news.
Need that.
And so yeah, she ended up saying I got the grad assistant.
Congratulations.
Good.
Thank you.
Very much
Yeah.
deserved.
But speaking of the grad assistant, I'll be attending George Mason University, and so that's in
Ooh.
Fairfax, Virginia. And so I'm ready to go. Everything looks good. I signed my lease. Scary. And
Adulting!
I know. But the economy on the East Coast,
It's coasting.
I need a big girl job.
Yeah.
So yeah, so if anyone would like to sponsor me, let me know.
Don't let her
Add
demand
me,
$5,000.
add me on LinkedIn.
She has a really good resume.
Yes.
Are you living
yeah.
by yourself or with roommates?
By myself, I did not want a roommate at all.
That's valid.
Right.
That's valid.
Yeah, I think everyone should have the opportunity to live by themselves, if they can, of course. Just to know like what you want and things of that nature.
Self-care.
Because what
Yeah.
if one day I'll be married and I have to live with that person for the rest of my life?
That won't always be a bad thing. It's like a constant
You also don't
sleepover.
have to get married.
She's gonna get married. I was like, no, you have to put a ring on it. She's gonna get married.
Yeah, for sure. It's okay. You guys are invited to the wedding.
Oh,
You and
yeah.
Chad. What about you? What you got going on this summer?
So I'm in between of either working at a prosthetics clinic or working as a I don't know what the name is. It's like right before like surgery, biomedical technician. So I meet with this week to see which one works out better. And then I'm gonna start preparing. I might try to take the GRE, and then just get my stuff ready so I can, once the grad school application's open, just apply. But yeah, I have a few. I think I'm going on a few like trips over. I know my family likes to go to the beach.
Oh, nice.
We're gonna go. I always take a trip to float the Buffalo River, which I went on a trip with Rockhurst, and I went with Chad's daughter. She's so sweet. She's sweet. To the Buffalo River, and then I think we have like our like last friend is turning 21, and so like her birthday's also in Juneteenth, so like it's like perfect. So like we're probably gonna try and plan something big for her because she's like the little baby turning 21. But yeah, and then whatever life offers up to me, because last year I had like nothing planned, and then I was gone like every weekend doing some things because like my family just loves to throw parties.
That's so funny.
Yeah, but I mean that's about it for me.
That's so exciting though, and then like even just the potential for the different job opportunities, like that's gonna be great, and definitely right up the physics of medicine. Major alley, like that's gonna be so nice.
Yeah, so it's exciting. It's like moving. I'm slowly moving because like before this, I've just had like silly, like not silly jobs, but jobs that like definitely are not for my alley. Like I worked at Minsky's. I worked at Catholic Charities as a caseworker. I work at St. Teresa's Academy as a campus ministry intern.
How long have you been doing that?
I did it last year, and then I'm doing it this year, and then probably next year too. Cause it's like 5 minutes. The pay, the pay's like decent, but the stress is like nothing. So it's just like it's good to have fun, and then like get a few extra dollars here and there.
Nice. That's
yeah. But yeah, that's enough of our plans of like talking about the future. Let's rewind it, and it'd be cool to be like. Like a recap of all the memories like they play, but we can't do that. But I don't know, is there like just like a certain memory that just like really like you hold dear to your heart, or like I know you have like both really good friends that you've met here throughout your time at Rockhurst, but is there like some core memories or like core like faculty or staff that just like you're gonna carry on after you graduate from Rockhurst?
I know one of my core memories at Rockhurst was definitely during RA training, which is surprising, but like half of my friend group became RAs at the same time, and so we were out in the woods for RA camp, and it definitely tested our perseverance and strength in a lot of different ways. But I just remember it being so much fun, and I have this friend, Lydia, our group chat. She just sends so many different memes, and it's literally the funniest thing ever. But it was just so much fun, like being outdoors and nature with them, and doing different like team building activities. And then we went through that process of being like first year RAs together. And so I think that was definitely a core memory that I've had at Rockhurst. But man, like there's so many. It's so many.
The only thing I can really think of at this point is intramural sports here at Rockhurst University. I love participating in organized sports and pickup sports, whatever you want to call it. So playing soccer, playing basketball, playing volleyball. I am missing one. But all of them.
Dodgeball?
It was just, yes, dodgeball. Oh my goodness, dodgeball's so fun. Anyways, but yeah, so the intramural atmosphere of Rockhurst University has always been exhilarating and fun for me, because it just lets me release a lot of emotion, tension, or whatever I'm going through into the sport, and then just have fun with it. So that's all I can think of at this moment. Besides BSU, honestly, BSU in general is a core memory for me.
Second.
Yeah. So
Second that.
and then thanks to her, he became stronger for me. So
Thanks to him, he kept it going.
Period. You know, those are all like good to hear, and it's just like, I don't know, like warms my heart that like you guys have had good experiences. Is there anything like, what's your biggest takeaway, or like what's like one thing you wish you could tell like your freshman self, or like incoming freshmen, or just like students like me, just like how to deal with the rest of college?
You got it? You got one? Go for it.
Okay, so I have honestly quite a few, though kind of range in the same bubble, so bear with me. But the immediate first thing I would tell incoming students, or even people that are about to be sophomores, or students that are about to be sophomores, take the opportunity. Whatever opportunity comes your way, just take it. Because no matter what, you are going to learn something from it. Regardless if it's something that's deep within you, you're going to learn something from it, and it's going to help you eventually somewhere down the road. The other thing I am very big and passionate about is go talk to somebody that has authority power, or that has authority. So go talk to that professor, go talk to that administrator, go talk to anybody with the title here at Rockhurst University, because you never know what type of opportunities that can come from it. I know that I randomly saw one of my professors, just to give an example, I saw one of my professors walking outside, going to her office. And I was like, "You free?" She was like, "Yeah." And so we went to her office and just talking about stuff, catching up. And in the middle of the conversation, she just remembered something that would benefit me for wherever I may go. And it was an internship opportunity. And I was able to apply myself to that internship, get the internship, proceed with the internship, and it was really fun. It was a really fun experience. But those opportunities cannot happen unless you put yourself out there to talk to those people. So talk to somebody with a title, make yourself known.
It's important.
Stemming from that, there's a song that I really like, and there's
Can you sing it for us?
No.
Comment?
No, because I cannot
Tap
sing.
it.
No. Don't want to end off that way.
Darn.
One of the lines is, "The change I want to see must first begin with me." And I really like that line / quote, because anyone can be an agent of change. You don't have to be involved in everything. You don't have to have the loudest voice, but there's so many small things that you can do on campus to be that change. And so if you don't see it happening on campus, like, be the voice that stands up and make your needs heard. You never know how many other students it impacts as well. So I would definitely say that. And then secondly is take care of yourself. Like, I think sometimes it may seem as a cliche, but like, I think we don't do it enough. And so whether that may be talking to the people that you care about, the people that you trust, or even opening yourself up to vulnerability and going to therapy, I definitely believe that it could be have such a monumental impact on not only yourself but your mental health, and then also the way in which you communicate with others as well. So definitely take care of home first before you take care of campus, I would say. So yeah, I would say that would definitely be my advice to future students and current students.
Yeah. I feel like, those are the one about like taking care of yourself is really important. And like the therapy, like, again, putting it out there, like Rockhurst offers free therapy, and I think a lot of more students are taking advantage of it, and it's really important. Like, literally all my semesters before this, I like was like going to bed at 1, waking up at 6, and just like going, and then it wasn't until this semester where I kind of learned to like start taking care of myself first. I dove deeper into my like relationship with God just because I'm religious, and I started time management, and I just started like doing all these things to start taking care of myself more. And then like boom, like everything, my academics were really good, like everything just started like just work out really in my favor. And like it just seemed like, you know, I feel like once you like start like taking care of yourself and like having this positivity of like, you know, things will work out, like it just starts like radiating out into the universe and like what's around you. And like I feel like sometimes people like forget that like there's a like changing yourself like can really do a lot to your environment. And so like
have an aura.
Yeah, literally. I wonder what my color is. I always wanted to do that. Sorry.
It's fine. It's okay.
Good question.
Yeah.
Ponder.
No, you didn't.
I'm so sorry. Okay. So whether you're an incoming student at Rockhurst or even a current student, we hope that you have an amazing journey ahead of you, whatever that may mean for you, and we hope that you have a great and safe summer. So for myself, Bri'Yanna Merle,
Damian Hood.
And Katia Rubio.
and Chad behind the camera, we hope you have a great day and go Hawks.
Bye. Perfect. Good. That's it. That's a wrap.
That's a wrap.